But yeah, now on to fabricating the air intake pipe. So after doing some measuring and cutting and bending, those will eventually be basically like this lip here. So now I'm gonna need to bend it into a cylinder, basically. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do this simply by using that pipe. Let's see how that goes. So yeah, I'm gonna continue forming this. Initially I'm gonna make it all round, but once I've tack welded it together, then I'm gonna form one end to be like that, basically. That one went quite well. Obviously I need to form this. It's not perfectly round, but now that's not that difficult. And the other end, as I said, will be like that one. So I'm gonna form that one first now. That's how far I've gotten this far. I had to cut a piece off here to bend this a little downwards, because otherwise the hood was in the way. But I kind of knew that anyhow. But I don't want to spend too much time fabricating that right now, because stuff might change, because we need to, this place needs to accommodate the screen washer bottle here somewhere, but I think I can mount it somewhere here, but we will see. But let's see what kind of sound it does now. So first little test ride done. Everything seemed to be fine. The main thing is that the drive shaft seemed to be okay. No weird vibrations. But then again, we couldn't really test it because it's super slippery outside today. All ice, and we have summer tires, man. So yeah, not really best conditions. But now I'm gonna be working on this windscreen blower ventilation piping stuff. Gonna be using the original was vent thing is, I'm gonna need to modify those pot down there, and we will be using those kind of pipes, just because those fit to this unit here, and it is quite convenient to use those. Those won't be seen later on, so no difference. I will also need to modify this for that to come here. So I got this windscreen blower piping done pretty much. This and that there, those are for the feet. I can fabricate those from here on later, after I have re-welded the dash here. But for those I totally had to redo the vents here, or whatever you call those, to be able to mount those. And I did remove those off the dash and welded those in here. Previously those were just stacked in together with the dash, because the dash had been removed at some point, not by me, but yeah, those are now, yeah, got some well through primer on those. Those need to dry now, but we are getting there. So yeah, gonna get this welded in, and then I can start figuring where we are gonna put the instrument cluster. So let's remove the seats, and then I can weld this dash panel back in. Nice! Next I'm gonna fill in that hole, and I'm also probably gonna fill this one here. I'm fabricating the instrument cluster surround, or whatever you call this, and now I can fully weld this. finish welding it and we will go from there. So I got this all welded up. Some of the spots I have already grinded, like that one here and here. I still need to lose those, so weld here pads, that's why I didn't grind that one yet. I'm going to deal with that door gap. Gonna need to cut this open and move some metal and make it right. Next operation for me is to fabricate the fuel filter opening here, and I'm gonna cut this off of this donor car. I will obviously need to modify this, but yeah, let me cut it off and we will go from there. So got this off the Cherokee. So now I will need to get this panel straight so it wouldn't have a curve that way. Nice! next I need to fabricate the inner part, which goes there. But it needs heavy modifying. First of all, the original piece has a curve which I need to get flat, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna cut this part out here. I'm gonna need to get this plane more like that. Just got this thing fabricated, quite heavily modified to suit our needs. Now I can weld this box in. This is where the seatbelt thingy will live in. Got the strengthener piece in here, and now I can install. So fellas, now I'm fabricating a custom fuel tank. It will live underneath the seat and come up like that and go down. I'm gonna start bending that. Make a bend on the other direction. Looking sweet. Next I'm gonna fabricate the end caps and the baffles to the middle. now I can bend those flanges. Fitting up very nicely. And those will go inside into the middle. I'm not gonna throw it in there quite yet. So I've fabricated this ring here. The inside piece I just cut out of this metal to be able to form this rather exact round thing. Now I'm gonna weld it into that piece here. And the reason I haven't yet got this piece out is to minimize the warpage. And now I can cut this out. So I got those bolts welded in here. This one will be the flange, which will be holding down the fuel pump unit. I'm gonna cut the hole inside here later. I'm gonna still use this as a extra stiffener while I'm welding this flange into the tank. And now I'm working on another flange, which is for this little valve. So yeah, I'm gonna weld those bolts here as well, and we will go from there. So now I'm gonna tack this one. I fabricated that. This part I cut off from here because I needed to shorten it anyhow, and then I welded the other end shut and made a hole there to make that one both fit. Otherwise the ball would all fall into the tube. This system is basically to stop the gas splashing back up here. So next I can determine where I'm gonna weld this in and cut my hole and do that. Tank off from inside, and now I can finally weld those ends in. I don't wanna weld those before I got the ends in, but I did want to cut the holes before, because later it will be a lot trickier to clean the tank from inside. So Gotta think ahead a little here. Still need to make a filler piece for here, but before I do that, I'm gonna tack in the other side as well. Got the tank all welded up. It did pull itself kind of crooked, but that doesn't concern us too much. Today this is it for me, but tomorrow I'm gonna put some gaskets in between those plates and probably gonna use this tire valve to be able to blow some compressed air in, and then I can pressure test it. So it's pressurized right now. There's quite a lot of pressure inside, and it is all those wells holding just fine. Also those, and also these, and also actually, wait a minute, gotta test this one as well. All good. So next I can finish those parts. I need to cut a hole out and here as well to be able to put that one in there. And obviously the bigger one is for the fuel pump assembly. Got the hole cut inside here. Now pretty much the last thing I need to do is figure out how I'm gonna attach this here. But right now I'm thinking I'm gonna do 2 mounting brackets which bolt through the floor somewhere here back, and on the front actually I'm not gonna need anything because it's pretty tightly between the floor and this beam here. On the final assembly we are gonna put some plastic or rubber in between so it would not be metal on metal, and yeah. Got those brackets ready. And I did put some weld-through primer in between those. The fuel tank is now basically ready. Just need to put some paint on it. But for you guys, this episode will end here. If you are interested to see how I'm gonna finish it up, then subscribe and wait for the next video. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna start tearing this thing apart now, and I will go from there.